Hey guys, this is S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Says podcast, episode number 411. Don't feel like doing any wacky intro and all that kind of crap this week. I just want to get real here, talk about something more serious than normal. Episode 411. I like to talk about Mr. and Mrs. Just Enough. And you'll know what I'm talking about. I think you probably already do know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that do just enough to keep themselves in your life, or just enough to keep you in their life. You know what I'm talking about. Imagine you have somebody come to your house, and this person is doing some repairs for you, and the repair should take a day, right? With a super professional crew, a day. With a couple of people, maybe 2 days. One person by themselves, maybe 3 days if they really go for it and do it at a smooth, professional way. And you're saving some money by hiring this one person. And you know they have the ability to get it done. You do. One day, they come in, they start working on it a little bit. Oh, they can't be there the next day. Not a problem. Things happen. Maybe a kid gets sick. Maybe a car breaks down. Not a problem. Not a big deal. Day 3, okay, they do a little bit more. Didn't do as much as the first day. Day 4, day 5, day 6, they're not there, or they come and they start, they leave. And then all of a sudden a week goes by and 2 weeks goes by and the work isn't getting done, right? And then you start to get a little bit upset. You start to get a little bit annoyed. And you start thinking in the back of your mind, I gave them some of the money, but I'm not going to give them the rest of the money because they didn't get the job done. Oh, no. And just when you're about to call the professional crew to finish the job, or even rip up what they did and start from scratch, it's annoying to you because it's going to cost you more money, but you want to get this job done. Even though it's going to cost you more money, this job is going to last for years to come. And if you take the extra money that you're going to be spending to have this crew come in and either finish or redo what this person did, over the course of time, it'll be a nominal amount. It'll annoy you now, but it'll be done. Not a problem. You start doing some research. You start to find a crew. Oh, this crew has a pretty good price. As it turns out, I'm going to work out pretty good. They're closed right now, but I'm going to call them tomorrow. They open up at 9 o'clock. You get up in the morning, you have your breakfast, you take your shower. Hopefully you took your shower first. Don't be dirty. You get up, you take your shower, you have your breakfast, whatever you're going to do during the course of the day. You're looking at the clock. You're watching some news. You're about to pick up the phone. Click, 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 click. It's the window. Somebody's not ringing the bell. The bell works. You open the door. It's the work person. He has come back to work and you're going, oh, you're a little annoyed, but what the heck, he's here. He does a little bit of work. I'll be right back. He does not come back. He leaves his tools. You're figuring he's going to come back today. Does not come back. Does not come back the next day. Does not come back the next day. Oh my goodness, he fooled me again, this piece of crap. Damn it, I'm going to call those professionals. I'm going to call them tomorrow because it's too late. And then the cycle repeats itself. He keeps coming back to do just enough. And every day you walk into the room where he's doing the repair and it annoys you. It infuriates you. It eats at you because you see the work that was not getting done, that should have been getting done. In fact, even though you needed the repair done, it was actually in better shape before this fool started doing repairs. It's actually worse now. It was a little bit of an eyesore. Now it's a big, giant Grand Canyon of frustration because this sucker's not doing the job he's supposed to do. He keeps doing just enough. Right? And eventually, a month later, for a job that should have taken 3 or 4 days, it gets done. And it's better than it was before he started working, but it's not as perfect as it would have been with somebody else. But you did spend a third of the money, and it does kind of annoy you, but it is better than it was before. Personal relationships are exactly like that. It's exactly like Mr. Just Enough, because it could be Mrs. Just Enough. And I don't want to leave the ladies out. I'm just taking it from the guy's perspective, but if I was a lady, it could be Mr. Just Enough, right? It doesn't have to be gender specific, right? But in those relationships where everything's happy and great in the beginning, you're hugging, you're kissing, you're looking at each other with the lovey-dovey eyes, everything's beautiful, you're enjoying each other's company, it's fantastic and incredible, then all of a sudden the affection starts to go away. and the other person, male or female, isn't as affectionate anymore. They don't hold your hand anymore. They don't kiss you anymore. And when you do get it on, it's basically kind of like, I just want to do this because it feels good. I really don't have a connection with you. And then they climb off of you or you climb off of them. It felt great, but it didn't feel the same way when you actually had a connection and you cared about each other. It's not the same. And not only is it not the same, when it comes to passion and closeness and connection, all of a sudden the frequency goes down. Not a little bit, not from 3 times a week or 4 times a week, whatever it is, that 3 times a week, from 4 to 3 or from 3 to 2. It goes from 4 to 3, yeah, from 4 times a week to 3 times a month. To once every few months, to it happens every once in a while, to you can't remember the last time it happened. You can't remember the last time they hugged you. You can't remember the last time they kissed you. You can't remember the last time they said they love you. You can't remember the last time they did something pleasant towards you. You're just there. You have roommates from back in college who you didn't even know that well that were more affectionate. By high five, hey bro, bow. Hey buddy, bow. You had the lady friends, hey buddy, bow. You had more affection from the cafeteria lady who gave you a kiss on your cheek when she found out that it was your birthday. You got more action with that lady than you did 15 years later with your wife or your husband. And you see them being really nice and flirty with other people. You don't believe they're actually cheating. No, but it's still disrespectful. You can say I love you to somebody on the phone who's a friend of yours, but you can't say it to me. Right? That's what you're thinking, male or female. You're thinking that. What? So you have capabilities of forming those words and directing them to someone you have affection towards, but not moi. Why? And after a while, you start to get a little annoyed, right? And instead of fiending for their attention, because you're always kind of hunting and pecking and trying to get a little bit of attention and affection like a little kid begging for ice cream, all of a sudden, you stop asking for the affection. You get in bed and you get in bed next to them and you could already see them stiffen up as if they're saying, hey, you already had your one time this month. And they don't realize you're not going to try to make a move. Why would you try to do that? So you can get rejected again, right? Why would you try to kiss them on the cheek when you go to work? For what? For what? So I can get, so you just be like kissing the door, right? Why are you doing little niceties? You're not doing little niceties. You've just accepted the fact that you're with someone who doesn't give a crap about you, and all of a sudden you stop looking for the affection at all. And they notice the change. Whoa. What's going on here? They start getting a little insecure. Why is this person not trying to get it on with me? Why is this person not trying to kiss on me? Why is this person not arguing with me? Why is this person not paying attention? Why are they treating me just the same way they would treat a random person that they lived with no emotional attachment? I'm used to them trying to get my attention. What? You go out to dinner with them, you're hanging out with a bunch of friends, right? And all of a sudden, the waitress or the waiters, the people are telling you, you look good, you look nice. They go to the bathroom, they come back, people are flirting with you. They're looking at you and they know that your body language is sending out the I'm not going to do anything with them message, but they still don't like the fact that somebody else finds you attractive and all of that crap. And they're like, oh crap, I was treating them like crap, but I better be nice to them. Oh, so what do? They put on the sexy outfit. He puts on something that turns her on, and she puts on something that turns him on, and all of a sudden they get it on and they go to town on each other. And it's like the old days. Yeah, wow, it was awesome. And they give the kisses and all of that kind of crap, the butt squeezes, and you look great today. And they've grabbed rubbing on your lap stuff. There it is. How about that? Right? And it's great. Oh, maybe they were just having a bad couple of months or a bad 6 months. I get it. I guess we're back to normal. And you think you're back to normal. No. 1 month later, it's back to the same old crap. And you were feeling good for a while. You thought everything was great, but then you realize after 3 or 4 cycles of that, wait a second. They treat me like crap for an extended period of time. And then all of a sudden, when they think I'm going away, when they think I'm slipping away, they do just enough to keep you around. That's frustrating, isn't it? When you get into a situation where you can literally see that the person is just doing just enough to keep you in a relationship, doesn't really give a crap about you, it's time to go. It's not worth it. Why should you be miserable? You know, these standard things. I could do bad all by myself. Well, I got news for you. You can do good all by yourself. Trust me, there's damn near 8 billion people on the planet. There's somebody that you're going to meet that wants to tear your behind up every day. Can't wait to put their hands on your butt and squeeze on it and rub on stuff and kiss on stuff. Can't stand not hearing your voice, want to bite you on the shoulder and tell you they're the greatest thing in the world. Wants to go out and have a great time with you, have a fun time with you. Wants to sit on your lap or have your lap sat on and hugging and all of that crap. They love it. They can't get enough of your funky feet. They love all of it. They'll rub the corns on your nasty feet. I said it. Those people exist. And I said people because it's not just one other person that wants you. There's plenty of people that will want you. But you got to stop being around people that do just enough to keep you around. Now, I talked about the handyman or handy person who fixes crap and does just enough. I talked about romantic relations where people do just enough. It also applies to your friends or people you thought were your friends, right? You have people around that you think are cool with you, right? And then you realize they're starting to think of you as less than them. They really think you're less than them. Not overtly, but you start to see the signs. They start being all extra cool and extra nice and extra supportive of other people, but never you, and you thought you were cool. Right? And just like with the relationship, and just like with the handy person or the handy, I should say the handyman. I'll just use handyman. Because I don't want to keep saying handy person because it's going to sound like I'm talking about somebody who's handicapped. So I'm going to be male specific just for the purpose of not sounding that way. For the handyman, right? And just when you're about to dump their punk behinds, they do just enough, right? All of a sudden they see you slipping away as a friend, and the resources that come with you being that friend, your intelligence or your whatever it is that makes you special. Oh, I got to have that as part of the tapestry of my life. And this bastard is kind of slipping away because I'm treating them like crap. I better start being nice again. And they do just enough to drag your punk ass back in. Now, who am I talking about? Am I talking about random people? No. I'm talking about things that have happened to you and things that have absolutely happened to a younger version of me. This was before I was S. Anthony Thomas. This was back when I was Steve Thomas back in the day, but I'm no longer Steve Thomas. I'm S. Anthony Thomas now, and I ain't going back to that guy ever. Yeah, I said it. That's why people call me S. Anthony now. That guy doesn't exist anymore because I've been in a similar situations since then. I've had a person I was trying to save a little money. They get somebody to do some repairs for me, and they did just, as soon as I recognized the just enough tendencies, I dropped their punk ass so quick it was like a hot brick on a cold Tuesday. I'm back to do the work. No, you're not. You took too long. Here's the money for what you did already so far. Take care of yourself, buddy. But I just didn't get that. Nah, we're done here. You took too long. All you had to do was tell me you didn't have the tools on you. If you'd have told me that, I would have said okay, and I would have had the opportunity to either tell you not to come back or you would tell me what the heck was going on, but you didn't do that. You tried to leave me out to dry. You tried to hand me out to dry. You tried to waste my time. Hell no. Turn your ass around. Go to your next thing. Don't call me anymore. Not using you anymore. Take care of yourself. Bye. I've been in relationships with somebody who tried that crap, and they tried that just enough crap, and I was like, look, it's become very apparent to me you don't want to be here in this relationship. I know you like me as a person, but as a romantic partner, we're not connecting. I don't feel the connection with you. You don't feel the connection with me. I'd rather be with someone who wants to be with me, and you should be with someone you want to be with, and vice versa. This is not something that we need to do. But can we be friends? Absolutely not, because if you were a friend of mine, you would have shown me respect. All you had to do was break up with me and say, well, you didn't have to drag me along and waste my time. You know how many other women would like to date someone who actually want to be with me? Quite a few, when I turned them down for you. So we're done here. Take care of yourself. I wish you well. I still like you. I just don't want you in my life anymore because you play too many games. Take care of yourself. But can we be friends in the future? Probably not. Right? Because there's only 2 ex-girlfriends where I had to have that conversation. I wasn't as blunt as I was just now when the podcast, I was very diplomatic in the way that I said, get away from me, right? But I just wanted to express the emotion that I was feeling at the time by being as blunt as I was in my mind before I decided to turn on Captain Diplomat and change the words to something more, like I said, nice, but made it very clear. Nah. And I've had friendships like that, right? Where they play games with you, play stupid games with you. And people who know me know I will walk right up to you and tell you what I'm thinking. I've done it to people. I've literally walked up to people and go, look, it's not like I don't like you as a person, but this friendship sucks. All right? I try to treat you well. You don't treat me well. Look, I still like you. I won't say anything bad about you, but we're not friends anymore. Okay? You go your way, I'll go my way. If we decide we work together for some reason, we can still do that. We can still be cordial. We could even still hang out with the same crew of people. But as far as us being close friends, that will never happen again. Do you understand? But nah, we're done. Take care of yourself, bruh. And I've done it when people sitting there, just so he or she would not. I'm on the friendship. I did the relationship stuff in private, but the friendship. There's people around me right now who's like, he's not lying. The dude was being a piece of crap to him, and S. Anthony walked right up to him and very smoothly told him, we ain't cool anymore. I like you. You know, we can still kick it if we're with a group and you decide if you're a part of a larger group. But as far as you coming to my house and me going to your house and we becoming close friends again, that shit's over. I have no problem doing that. And I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying I have no problem doing it. None. So what I'm saying is, listen, there's going to be times in your life where there's somebody who's not giving you what you deserve, even though you're giving them what they deserve or more than they deserve, and they're not reciprocating it. Oh, hell no. My friends, doesn't matter what country you're in. I know there's a bunch of countries listening to this. Doesn't matter what country you're in. You know? If somebody's treating you bad or treating you with disrespect or making you feel bad, or they're not contributing to your life in a positive way, meaning at least they don't make you feel bad or don't make you feel like a sucker or a chump, or they're not using you. If they do any of those things, my friends, in the United States, we have a game called NFL football. And when the offensive team cannot get a first down in 4 attempts, on the 3 attempts, I should say, on the 4th down, what they do is they take the ball, hike it back to the punter, and the punter takes the ball and kicks it as far as possible back to the other team. Yeah, I said it. So I have no problem if I'm trying to be your friend and I can't get a first down in friend, or first down in relationship, or first down in my shit fixed in 3 downs. Guess what? Hey, 24, hut. Ball comes back to me. I grab that sucker and I punt the crap out of it as far as possible. The only thing different between American NFL football and me punting something is I punt the crap out of the stadium so it can't continue. Yeah, this is a more serious episode than necessary. I mean, not necessary, but than normal. But I know you can relate to this, and I know you've been in this kind of situation, so I'm just going to say this in closing, my friends. If you're not being treated with respect, if somebody's being disrespectful to you, not giving you what you need, and you can't see a way to quickly fix it, or you can't see a way out, punt their punk asses as far as possible. Yeah, I said it. This has been episode number 411 of the S. Anthony Says podcast. If you love this podcast, and you do me a favor and rate and review this podcast. Share this podcast on social media. If you have a friend that needs to hear this message and you think will enjoy this program and specifically, and this programming in general, tell them about it. I would appreciate it much. I will see you again next time, my friends. Much love to every last one of you. Thank you for your kind words. Thanks for the love. Love you guys too. And I will see you again next time. Take care.